was shaking. My hair's still wet from this morning. I had it up, so it's a little damp. Have to excuse the mess. Drinking my coffee, and I just made a fabulous discovery. I gotta show you guys what I have. Guys, I was so excited when I found this. So, a couple weeks ago, I was going to, and I showed you guys, brought you guys along with it in a live. I was going to make my own peach soda pop, right? And you use the soda pop, you make your own peach soda pop is you use a ginger bug. Your ginger bug's your base. And with the ginger bug, you can make your own ginger ale, you can make your own root beer, and I wanted to make a peach soda pop using that ginger bug as the base. But I needed the peach flavor, right? So I had some peaches that were going bad, and I put them in some water, distilled water. Well, actually it was filtered because we have a filter on our system here. So I got some distilled filtered water, some peaches, and I just put them in here. I think I might have put a little sugar in there, maybe. But for some reason, I think I did not, because those peaches were so ripe and so sweet. So that's all, just peaches and filtered water. And I put it in my hutch, which my hutch is an open glass, so it's not completely dark. Put some cheesecloth on it, of course. And I forgot about it, guys. You usually need to do this, usually within 4 days of doing it. I forgot about it. It's been a couple weeks. But it was not a failure. Friends, I am so excited. Look at what's on there. Do you see that top? That's a Scobi. It's a living organism. And it's so healthy for you. You guys probably like, what? What? No, a Scobi. So a Scobi occurs when things are fermenting, when they're moving to a vinegar state. So if it is a strong vinegar, if the ingredients are strong and robust. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. If the vinegar is strong, robust, the ingredients are strong and robust. So that's why you don't want to use unfiltered water out of your sink, because you might get chemicals in there and you're not going to see something like this. You want it to be pure, so you've got to do the distilled water or the filtered water. You want organic vegetables, fruits, and you can make a vinegar out of anything. You can make banana vinegar, you can make strawberry vinegar, peach vinegar. What we have here, this is now peach vinegar. You can make a wonderful salad dressing out of it. You could even add it to your apple cider vinegar if you wanted to, because peaches are so beneficial. They're full of health benefits. But the Scobi, guys, this is a beautiful Scobi. Now, of course, it has some peaches on the back there, but it's a Scobi. As this gets bigger, I'm going to transfer it to another container, a larger one, because it grows based upon the size. Then you can split it up. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell am I going to do with it? What am I going to do? This will speed up fermentation. It's alive. Do you make kombucha? Have you ever wanted to make kombucha? You need a Scobi for kombucha. You could use this to make kombucha. You could use it to make any other type of vinegar that you may want in a shorter period of time. It speeds it up because you've already got the fermentation like the mother. You know what I'm saying? This is the mama. This is what Dr. Bragg's has pieces of in there. But you're only getting tiny little remnants. This is the mother. And this is a Scobi. And they are so beneficial to you. So you might be wondering, well, why? Do you know fermented foods are probiotics? Have you been on a lot of antibiotics? You need those probiotics. Maybe you're not on probiotics now, but you have been, and you've taken those pill probiotics. Those have a lot of binders in them. Go naturally fermented foods. You could also look at, thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate that. You could also eat fermented sauerkraut. There are so many fermented foods that are good for your gut health. The basis of a lot of our illnesses, our issues, including skin issues, is a not up to par gut health. And so how do you do that? You need to put things in the gut. And you're probably like, yeah, right. Well, no, seriously. There's a vagus nerve that goes from your stomach all the way up to your brain. They communicate. They tell on you. They tell on you all the time. Just like when you're eating something and it's high fat, your brain is telling your liver to tell the gallbladder, if you have one, to release more bile than it normally does on vegetables, because that bile breaks down the fat. And you've just eaten a fatty meal and you need more bile. Now, there are complications when they take your gallbladder out. That's why half an hour before you know you're going to eat a fatty meal, you should be taking, I had my gallbladder removed in 1994-ish, and I take ox bile. Some say papaya is good. I've never really looked into it. I prefer the ox bile because it's a little bit more potent. I don't have gut issues. I don't. And thank God. I don't have gut issues. I'm not constipated. I don't get diarrhea. Of course, when you get sick and you get the flu bug and stuff like that, okay, that's part of the infestation that you've gotten from that illness. But on a regular, none at all. I used to have heartburn real bad. They diagnosed me with GERD, the Nexium, all that shit. No. Doctor told me, oh, well, you need to put like some bricks over the top of your bed so you're sleeping a little bit elevated. Put some more pillows under your back. That way it's not going up. Let's solve the problem, okay? Let's just not put a Band-Aid on it. And that's what omeprazole does. That is what Nexium does. You know, the purple pill that gained recognition years and years ago. Yeah, that doesn't solve it. You need to take care of the gut health. Why do you get GERD, acid reflux, heartburn, whatever you want to call it? It's because at the top of your stomach, which attaches to your esophagus, there's a little flap there. And when your acidity and the pH level in your gut gets off kilter, it has to stay at a certain level. That hydrochloric acid, we have acids in our gut. When that hydrochloric acid level gets off kilter, there's a little flap at the top that separates the esophagus from the stomach, and it will not close all the way because that pH down here in the gut, they think it's okay. It's all right, you know? So it might stay open this much, and that acid is going up to your throat and your esophagus. It may be open this much, it may be open that much, it may be open that, who knows? Everybody's different. It doesn't have a doorstop on it, so it could go full blown if it wanted to. So how do you correct it? There's lots of ways. Fermented foods are a #1 thing. Apple cider vinegar. Vinegars are apple cider vinegar. I would suggest wholeheartedly. Or if you have a vinegar that has produced a Scobi, you've got the right ratio. It's a good environment, kind of like the rainforest, you know, an eco-friendly environment. And you're probably wondering, vinegar, it's really acidic. Was that really going to help my pH? It does. Vinegar is very high acidity. We have acid in our stomach. 9 times out of 10, it's because your acid has lowered too much, is why that's open. And then those acids for you are burning. But for the gut environment, they're not high enough. So once you take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar a day, or a vinegar, I'm going to push the apple cider vinegar, or something like this with the Scobi. Teaspoon in your water, whatever. I would not take it by mouth straight because it is acidic. It can irritate the esophagus, and also it can affect the enamel on your teeth. So let's not do that. Take it in some water, your smoothie, whatever you do, whatever your thing is, you know, you just take it, put it in a little shot glass of water, toss it back. Make sure you add water to it. I personally would suggest doing a fire cider because that's made out of apple cider vinegar. It has so many good herbs and so many good vegetables, fruits, that it's going to keep your immune system boosted, especially this time of year when you're going to be seeing colds, flus, viruses coming around. It keeps your immune system up, okay? Plus, it's helping that gut health because it's apple cider vinegar. So it's a win-win. I'm going to be selling some fire cider soon. I've been making this fire cider years upon years. For my family and friends, I've had a lot of requests from my regular followers and customers to start making it available to them. I am going to do that. It has so many things in it that are healthy for you. It has mullein. Mulleine's good for lung health. It has marshmallow. That helps clear out the bronchial tubes. It has eucalyptus, echinacea, elderberries. It has barberries, which are good for diabetes management, glucose levels. It also has oregano, thyme, rosemary, basil. It has, what else did I put in there? Mint. It has a little bit of seaweed for the iodine. Not a lot, so it doesn't make your thyroid go nuts. But you need those minerals in your body because if you're short on minerals, your body can't fight to its full potential. The Scobi, you can buy some Scobies, I guess, on Etsy. I never have. I just make my own. A Scobi is one, like, so how I started this is I put fresh peaches, fresh organic peaches in this jar, and I added filtered water. You either want distilled water or filtered water. You don't want water with chemicals. You don't want peaches that are not organic and have been sprayed with anything. And if you have both of those, you put them in a jar, put a piece of cheesecloth over the top, set it and forget about it. Just set it. Set it and forget about it. Not in direct sunlight. You want it out of the sunlight. It doesn't have to be dark, but you want it out of the sunlight. This was about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and I've got a Scobi. I forgot about it. I was going to use the peaches and water to make some soda pop, some real soda pop, organic. I forgot about it. I opened up my hutch today. I'm like, shit, I forgot all about that. And I opened it up, and there she is. I was so excited. So you can reuse this. You can make a kombucha out of it. I'm probably going to make some more apple cider vinegar. I make my own apple cider vinegar. Guys, I put a video on it out there. It's wonderful, and it's so easy. It's so easy to do. Don't throw your peels away. Your apple peels. Well, good, Gina. It's so easy. You can do this too. Have you looked to see how much... I love Bragg's. I do love Bragg's. But if you look to see how much Bragg's apple cider vinegar is for 32 ounces, it's $10. $10. That is absolutely ridiculous. You can make it yourself. Hold on. Let me show you mine that's brewing right now. Oh. I usually do 2 gallons at a time. Now, I have a fermentation lid right here. You don't need one. You could do the same thing I did for those peaches and just get a bigger piece of cheesecloth and put it over here because it needs air. Oxygen is going to help that fermentation process. But this is a fermentation lid. Why did I change it? Because this time of year, I do mass amounts because I make my own fire cider. And I try to use natural, try to be as least expensive. Also, why throw my apple scraps away and my cores away? I'm just going to make some apple cider vinegar. Bragg's is not the same anymore. I heard that. I heard that, Dawn. Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, so what a better reason to make our own, right? Right? You are quite welcome, Gina. It's so good for you. It really is. And it helps you Like I said, if you add the after your apple cider vinegar is done, and then you turn that apple cider vinegar into a fire cider, add the oranges, the lemons, the limes, the grapefruits, you know, add hot peppers, because peppers are vasodilators. So what does that mean? That means it's going to open up the veins, the arteries, to get the blood moving. You're going to be oxygenated. It's getting that oxygen in the blood moving. You're going to find the energy, the vitality. It's going to move the bad out and keep the good in. So vasodilators are really, really good for you. Bragg says it's the same. Oh, okay. I don't know. I never really kept up on it. I know I bought it, not, you know, to start this. And here's a trick, friends. Here's a trick. If you want your apple cider vinegar to process faster, buy yourself a little bit of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Put your own filtered water in here. Put your apples, apple scraps, whatever, in here. And add a little bit of that Bragg's to it. Because the Bragg's has the mother. Just like we're going to take the Scobi and we're going to make more. Because the Scobi, the mother, speeds up that process. So if you add a little bit of Bragg's apple cider vinegar to this, not the whole bottle, just a little bit, it's going to speed up your process for you. So it's really beneficial. And like I said, then after this is done, you may get a Scobi on there, you may not. It just depends on how long you let it process. You're probably wondering, how do I know when it's done? Well, first of all, if you have a Scobi, you know it's done. But let's say you don't produce a Scobi. And there's no, did I fail because I don't have a Scobi on my apple cider vinegar? No, 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 no. You don't always get a Scobi. It just, like I said, it's the perfect environment for a Scobi. But it's still a perfect environment for vinegar, okay? So don't think because you don't have a Scobi, you don't have vinegar. The smell taste and the smell test and the taste test is going to be how you know. So this is first going to turn into an alcohol, honestly. And then from the alcohol, it's going to turn into a vinegar. So I actually could be making some apple alcohol, you know what I mean? But we're not going to do that. We're going to let it go to a vinegar. So when you first taste it, you'll be like, I taste like alcohol. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. Let it continue to ferment. Let it turn into that apple cider vinegar. And again, it's all natural. You can do it. Now, your apple cider vinegar color could be different than your next door neighbor's, because she used red apples and you used yellow apples, or you used the pink lady apples versus somebody using the yellow. Your color is going to be dependent on the type of apples you use. It doesn't make the effectiveness any different from one using one apple to another. It's nothing. It's the color. That's all that's going to change. But you're still going to get the benefit. But yeah, we're going to name our Scobi. Nikki, looky, I got a Scobi. My sister's here.
Scobi! What are we naming it?
I don't know. What do you think? Harold?
Harold the Scobi? No.
Harry the Scobi?
Harry the Scobi. Scotty the Scobi.
I don't know, but we'll think about that. Again, friends, you want to make sure you use filtered water or distilled water. You want an organic fruit. You can do this with any fruit. You could do Scobi Steve. Yeah, there we go. Yep. But I wanted to share this real quick, friends. I'm not going to be out here on live. I also have a video that I just did. I was so happy with my Scobi. So I just wanted to share it. Please follow if you haven't. If you see my videos, like Scobi. Yes, Scobi. So, yes, please follow. If you see my videos, please comment. I try to answer everyone. Have a lot of DIYs. Go through my apothecary videos. I have tons of apothecary videos. So let me show you my apothecary real quick. You see that big cabinet over there? Excuse the mess here. We're working. That's my apothecary, and I use all of those. I also grow about 80% of all of those, so I know where they come from. I know how they're handled, what's put on them growing-wise. I don't put anything on there. I do have a time to heal, same as my name up here. If you go to my link tree, I have natural medicines, all kinds of good stuff. I also have a great oil hair treatment. It's wonderful. I use it regularly. Yes, it is a real medicine cabinet. Yes, it is. And that's why I do it. You know, that's not even the medicine that's done. I have another cabinet that is medicine that is just for family and friends use. And then, like I said, I also sell what I make. Not everything that I make. I'm just now starting to sell my turmeric and fenugreek. I've kind of kept that to myself up until here. Well, thank you. I'm letting the gray come out. It's a long process. Thank you, Gina. But I'm just recently going to start selling my turmeric. I love it. And it was just, I didn't know if I wanted to share it because I wanted to keep it all for myself. Because it does help me with my inflammation. 100%. I ripped all the cartilage and ligaments in my knee when I was 20 years old. And they told me I would have to have a knee replacement in 10 years, and I never have. And it hurts some days. And the turmeric, fenugreek, pepperine really, really helps. It's really, really strong. Not strong as in, you know, oh my God, strong, but strong as far as you see the effects. And I believe I added it to my website. You can get that now out there. But we have tons of things out there for natural health. Again, like I said, hair care, skin care. I used to have deep-seated wrinkles, friends. Look at my wrinkles are gone. My crow's feet are gone. I still got the bridge of my nose. I got some up there, but we're working on them. These seem to be so hard to get rid of. Hi, Anna Banana. Girl, you missed me at the end. I'm getting ready to hop off. But I'll probably be back here around 2 o'clock-ish, friends. I'm on a vacation day today, so I'm just kind of playing around the house. I need to clean my house. I just moved in everything in my living room, swept under everything, and all that good shit. God, what a job. Ugh. I'm going to start on my kitchen now. You saw my kitchen table. I've been working in here. I got my printer in here, everything else. Oh, good. Thank you, Anna. I'm excited to see it. So, but I will be back, friends. You guys take care. Hey, the Scobi, man. The Scobi is the shiznit. Look at that little slimy son of a gun. I'm so excited about him. And I do think I'm going to name it a man's name. I do. And we're going to make more apple cider vinegars and vinegars with it. I'm really pleased with him. All right, friends, we'll talk later. Make sure you follow, guys. Follow. Go ahead. TikTok will let you. And if they don't, tell them off. See you later.